Hello, and welcome back to Cabincast Reacts with Oliver and Tom.
Hello.
Happy New Year again! This is again
Yes.
come out a bit after New Year, but we are reacting today to the Doctor Who Christmas, New Year, even special. I guess it's still kind of a Christmas special, but it's also a New Year special. It's on New Year's
It's New
Day.
Year's special. Yeah. They didn't do a Christmas special this year, which was a bit strange.
Well, because they did a New Year's one, like last
Yes,
year and the year
exactly,
before.
I suppose.
We've also had New Year's one, so it'll be interesting when we get Russell T Davies if we go back to Christmas or if we stay at New Year. Or if he puts it in the middle of the week for some reason. Who knows? But
It goes here now. This
yeah.
is Doctor Who Day. It's as important as New Year's Day and Boxing Day and Christmas Day.
Yeah. We had a Death and Paradise episode on Boxing Day, which was unexpected, which was quite a nice surprise. But yeah, Eve of the
Yeah.
Daleks. Continuing the
I
overall
wonder
story.
who this is about.
Yeah, I mean, New Year's episode in the Whittaker era has to be a Dalek episode, it seems. Except
Yes.
Thorn, which was the start of series 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, here we are. I know a little bit about this. I saw one shortish trailer which looked
I saw that as
interesting.
well because
Did
we
we
went
react to
through
it?
it
We need to
together. We
react to it.
reacted to it.
Well, there you go. It looks interesting. This one's
I
about
think
an hour.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's find out because there's still unanswered questions from the end of Flux.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, we did not watch this live. I was busy, but
Yep.
I managed to avoid all spoilers, so
Yeah. As have I. Elf
You've done pretty well.
storage.
That's amazing.
Wow, my quality is interesting.
Huh. Oh, as a cut-off.
Yeah. Jeff is not found.
Yep.
That's a feel.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere in the middle. It's best for me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind some people, some drinks, but not huge.
Well, if I set fire to a Dalek, will the consequences be grave? What a lad. Rip. Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, we're trying. We're trying to
Just
stop
trying
the
to fix it.
doors.
Yeah.
There are too many doors.
And the leaky black stuff.
Mhm. TARDIS is about to ruin your plans, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lovely. Couldn't you do this outside, Doctor? I mean, that seems like a more logical way to do this. But then
Yep.
again, I suppose Time Lords are not well known for their logic.
It's true. Ooh, that was pretty cool.
Oh, that was a pretty cool animatic.
Storage unit. Storage unit.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh, it's like the clue music.
Mm-hmm. Manchester.
It's from Liverpool and he's in Manchester. They're like the
Yeah.
worst enemies. Like
Worse than
Newcastle and
Sheffield.
yeah, probably worse than Sheffield. Like Newcastle and Durham or Glasgow and the rest of the UK. Suppose you could also count London and London.
True.
I do love intercity rivalries. Or in the
That's
case of
certainly
London,
interesting.
inner city rivalries.
Hmm. Everything's gone red.
Red is the colour of violence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's a Dalek.
hi.
It's just
Wow,
it's
okay.
the Gatling gun Dalek. Yep.
They just straight up killed him. Just a typical field.
it's
That that's doing things, isn't it?
coming
Basement.
down.
Yay! Line. They said the line.
Yep. It's true. You're not.
No, you're not.
But why are you here? That is quite the Dalek blaster.
Okay, we saw more scenes with these people, so that's clearly something timey-wimey's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep, we saw this.
okay.
So
The
everyone's
Daleks
dead.
have just won. The Daleks have won, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
So
Someone
how have they
taught them
not?
about Gatling guns.
Yeah, who did that?
It was very naughty. I preferred it much better when they could only shoot like once every couple seconds.
Yep, that was definitely better. Okay.
Eve. Oh,
Deja vu.
okay. It's a time loop with a Dalek.
Yep. You did? And then I died. Hmm.
The Doctor
Is
is
it
looking more concerned.
is it because of the TARDIS that is doing this, or is there something else and that's affecting the TARDIS?
Hmm. Oh, they've got it. Immediate sprint.
Yep.
Oh,
That looks Dalek.
that does look Dalek. What's their plan here?
I don't know. I thought Jeff didn't show up.
And you. You're forgetting you.
Hmm.
Oh, he's gonna die here now. That this is fun. This is like the like Looper.
Hmm. Third time lucky, mate. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, presumably they're all gonna die. Oh, okay. He's like planning for the apocalypse.
It does seem that way.
That is like planning for the apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's aware.
Indeed.
Which means it's you
I
next.
was gonna say, is it like a Steins Gate thing with the watch?
Yeah.
Unless you save both of them, it'll kill you too. Gotta save everyone. Unless this is the Daleks.
Okay. So presumably there's something messing with this.
It's not the Doctor. It's
Yeah.
not the Dalek.
It's either
It's either the TARDIS or it's a third party.
yeah. It's the Sontarans again. They've survived and now they're planning on doing something. That was a damn smart move by the Sontarans.
It was very
Must
clever.
say.
There's
Oh,
the
he
Dalek.
teleports in.
It does.
So he keeps on like teleporting in when time like
Yeah, resets.
resets. Gra- that was the thing. Groundhog Day,
Yeah.
and also Edge of Tomorrow. I think.
Yeah, and plenty of others. Yes, that's true. So why is the Dalek here as well?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, time to run.
Gatling guns, not as accurate, I guess. It's a storage unit. Mm.
How will you get? I'm sorry, Dalek.
Just ram through the door or something.
Yeah. This is a new level of dumb
Mm.
for the Daleks. Okay, like they've advanced to using Gatling guns, but they have been defeated by thin metal wall. Okay. Oh dear.
I was wondering if that's what it was. So, like, is he a serial killer?
Oh. Down way. No.
Gonna say they're being dead multiple times and coming back would make people angry and irrational. So
We go. Okay, he's finally
gonna-
figured out that he can shoot through
what are
the
you
blood.
doing, Dan? Got a
I
C and
only just,
a C and an
I only
iron.
just noticed that.
Oh. Hmm. Shortening time loop. That is interesting.
just gonna have to figure it out, isn't he?
Mm.
Oh, it is really stupid that it took that many blasts to get through.
It's an old door, you know. They're built different.
They're built different. No longer is it stairs, it's metal doors.
Yeah, it'll just keep doing it until it's done. Yep, it still shot her first.
Yeah.
There is an order to it.
Oh, that's
The Dalek came from a different place.
yeah.
They didn't know about the shield yet, I guess.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes, Dan. Acquire your
Dan!
acquire the thing.
The iron and the ski.
Acquire the iron and the ski.
Or a box, you know.
Box.
Go for it, Dan.
It's chasing down. Yeah. They are going to end up getting killed. Okay. We now no longer have a pattern.
No, now the pattern's changed.
Think Jeff might be the Dalek.
Hmm. It says it's a crime scene, but is that just the tape? It's not actually a
I
crime
think that's
scene.
just the tape. He was dead.
Mm.
But still, touching moment.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Flaw in the plan. They are both gonna die horribly again, aren't they?
Mm.
Going through the same process now.
Mm.
Nice. That's. Hang on.
Mm.
Canned goods have like an expiry date of like
Long date
ages,
on
don't they?
them.
Yeah.
So
So what were they
yeah.
bought? Were they bought in like the 1970s? Oh, that's got a weird green tint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now the Daleks shooting at it.
It is. It's true. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. I mean, that wasn't obvious at all.
It's always obvious to everyone but the people who. Yeah.
Very nice. I like these two characters.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And again, every time we get really good characters in Doctor Who, it always makes me sad because I.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh dear. That is also true.
It's true. Okay, apart from Dan, this is still
Yeah.
the same order so far.
Maybe Dan died inside before everybody else.
Mm. Okay.
They are really going on the overkill as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a third one.
Okay, what's the
Okay,
TARDIS?
it was TARDIS.
Fun.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously Daleks endured,
Yeah.
but they are very upset because lots of Daleks were
Well,
killed.
to be fair, if I was a Dalek and I suddenly had all of my troops get exploded, I would be very upset as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh.
Mm.
An interesting conundrum.
Damn, yeah, I hadn't thought about that. He always dies. Like we were saying, he
Okay.
does always die first.
Mhm. How is the Doctor going to get him out of this?
Yeah,
Hey!
that's what I was thinking.
Success!
That was not your
Time!
smartest move, Daleks.
When have Daleks been known to be smart? Also, how come their gun can destroy them but not not an iron corrugated door? Oh, it's
Ouch.
still alive.
Almost definitely more.
Well, there were three the last time around. You've
Yeah,
killed two. Presumably, there will now be four.
certainly possible.
Very good, Doctor Who. You've also got basically around 20 minutes left.
Yeah. A phone.
To be fair, that is a common complaint about mums and technology.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me they're just all gonna get exterminated by a Dalek. It would be
It's
so funny.
probably gonna happen.
I'm just waiting for like exterminate. I thought it would be.
It's a good Jodie moment, though.
Yeah, that was a good Jodie moment. Oh. Okay.
It's all because you didn't want to run up the stairs.
Yeah. This is why you should use stairs, everybody.
Mhm.
It's okay, mate. You've got the impenetrable iron door. No, you've left the impenetrable iron door.
Indeed. Yeah, things aren't going to plan.
Pew pew pew.
Say it, Dan. Say it. Yes. Finally.
Stan. Dan, you need to channel evil Dan in order to defeat the Daleks. Thank you, Doctor Who, for finally acknowledging this.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, time is running out. That's not going to help you. It's not going to help you in the slightest.
Damn. But also,
And if they were all
finally
killed then,
finally got confirmation.
if they were killed then, does that mean then next time on they're just gonna die instantly?
I don't know. Fireworks.
Yes, Dan. Channel evil Dan, evil Dan time.
Is Nick already dead?
Yes, Dan.
She does like to keep everything to herself.
Gotta say, okay, that this episode has been really fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I actually like it's a silly concept, but it's fun.
Yes. I don't know if he's still about because I thought he was meant to be dead if he died, but clearly he's not, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
maybe that was just her
Maybe that's her theory.
hypervent. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So I guess he
clearly it's
didn't die
not.
every time beforehand, so
Yeah.
the plan changes.
Daleks.
They're on the 4th floor. Damn it, Jeff. But also, good job, Jeff. Ah. Again, it is always Nick first.
Yeah. Apart from that one time, it wasn't.
Apart from the one time it was Dan. When Dan broke the...
They've been defeated once again by the metal sheet.
I mean, again, Dalek weapons are designed to kill people.
Don't rationalize it. It's just a funny meme.
I'm sure you could also make an argument that as it's a Gatling gun, they've got less power than a single individual shot one.
Yeah, maybe it is just like a lower power shot. It's still pretty funny though.
It is, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was a big explosion.
Exterminated. Oh, that's great. Yeah, after being killed that many times, I imagine it would get numb.
Oh, that's really sad, actually.
Okay. This is the one. Hope she does it.
Down the stairs. Oh, the aim is increasingly
The
stormtroopery.
That's the
Oh, lights out.
I was gonna say Daleks can see in the dark. Ah.
Ah. And the best thing is now you can sue Jeff.
The fireworks. Happy New Year. That was the last one.
Like an edited version sing live?
Old Lang Syne, you mean?
Yeah. Words. I can't pronounce them correctly.
Hmm. And yep, of course. The one thing to
Can't this just be
survive.
like Lamau? It's Jeff.
I'm guessing that's Jeff? Or just some random guy who just happened to be there. He looked vaguely familiar. There we are. Back to normal.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was kind of hoping for a redesign, but this is still cool.
Yeah. I mean, we've only got a few episodes left, so it wouldn't really be worth it.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to keep this design like they did with
I don't know, maybe.
9 and 10.
Hmm.
Doctor.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Yes, Dan. You are also now very much.
Oh. Oh.
TARDIS just there.
I always love it
Thank
when
you,
we just see the
TARDIS.
TARDIS randomly flying.
TARDIS just randomly flying. Uh, you know what? That episode was fun. Okay.
It was a lot of silly fun.
There was some dumb stuff. There was the
Of course.
new ultimate enemy of the Daleks. First it was stairs, but then they defeated that in the reintroduction.
Yep.
Then it
Now it was
was
doors.
their slow fire rate, and now it is doors. They have been defeated by sheet plastic. Next time I am facing a Dalek in Mortal
Pirate
Kombat,
Queen.
I will. Yes, I will. I will be sure.
Legend of the Sea Devils. The Sea Devils.
Oh,
We've not seen the Sea Devils since Classic.
that's cool.
That
is
is very
cool.
exciting.
Anyway, I must now look at the scores and see if I agree with them. On should I do IBM or Rotten Tomatoes? Let's try Rotten Tomatoes first.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, for like another New Year's episode, they've all been a lot of fun.
Interestingly enough, what? There's been no critical review.
I mean, it only came out yesterday at 7 o'clock, so
Okay, here we go. So, Eve of the Daleks, no critical score. The audience score is 20%, and there's only been 5 user ratings, and none of them are available for viewing. So basically, 5 people have gone on there and rated it like 10%.
yeah, that seems like that's not accurate yet.
Yeah, I mean that's wholly inaccurate. That seems like just again more. Oh, it's a new Doctor Who that I haven't watched, but I hate because it's it's Doctor Who, so I might as well go on there and just
Yeah,
leave a
that's how it
review
seems.
and not even write anything about it. Just give it a bad review because
Mhm.
I am a hateful motherfucker who doesn't. That any. Oh, I hate. At least give like a 5 second, a 5 words. This was bad.
Better than nothing, I guess.
You know, just don't be like that. Don't be these people. Don't be these 5
Yeah.
people. Is what I'm telling you guys. Don't be them.
Mhm. But yeah, so we had a Dalek execution squad.
Yeah,
Because they were angry about the genocide of the Daleks at the Flux, which, that's fair. That checks out.
yeah, that does check out. But it also means the
Um,
Daleks are still alive, which is slightly problematic for everyone,
Indeed. But
considering the
yeah,
universe has basically been scoured clean by the Flux. So
it has just a bit, so they
So
persist.
The Daleks persist as always.
Indeed. It was an interesting thing though that it was because the TARDIS was regenerating. That was what was creating the time loop. The Doctor's never done this before, which is why she didn't exactly know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But the time loop kept getting shorter, which was quite
Mhm.
interesting. Nothing came
Yeah.
of the order of the deaths, but it was rather consistent. It wasn't entirely. But it did largely happen in the same order.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a fun episode. We got some good emotional moments. I like that Dan was the one to be like,
This is
"You
good
like her, don't
actually.
you?"
Yeah, Dan was always going to do that. The IGBN page is better
IMDb.
for its
Okay,
reviews.
well that's something.
It seems to be, I mean, there's your average, one star. I'm going to complain about Doctor Who
Sure, fair, yeah.
because I am indeed an AI. But there is also a bunch of ones which are 10s, 9, 8, 7. There
Yeah.
seems to be a good smattering of that, and I agree. I think this is actually it's probably my favorite episode out of the Flux saga, and it's a complete one. It's certainly my favorite New Year's Eve.
Sure.
In a while.
Like I've enjoyed all the New Year's Dalek episodes. This I think was the most consistent though.
Yeah.
Like the Daleks in the first one where we just had the recon Dalek, it did feel very menacing. And I like the stuff between Ryan and his dad and the other people we got and the hijacking.
Yeah.
But the initial start where it's like the splitting up of the Dalek into 3 parts and some of that stuff was a little bit silly.
Convoluted.
Yeah. The second one, we got Jack back, which was great. Bringing in the actual Daleks to kill the fake Daleks was, clever, albeit again another genocide.
Yep.
But we had the president guy who, whilst it was interesting they brought his character back, also was just really annoying.
Yep.
This
No,
one I didn't have any issues like that. Like, yeah, the door thing was, a little bit silly, but they even
Yeah.
joked about that in the episode. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Daleks are one of those enemies which is like they're supposed to be like really big and menacing, and it's always better when there's less of them.
yeah,
And I think we only really get 3 or 4. It's like what you say, like a Dalek kill
3,
squad.
I think, yeah.
Which, by the way, just FYI to Games Workshop. No, I know you're doing your kill team squads. Could you do a Dalek kill team? That would be really fun.
Yeah. But no,
Um,
the two like sub characters we had, like Nick and I don't remember what the lady was called.
I can get it back up quickly. Give me a sec.
But Nick and her were both really great. I liked the chemistry that they had, and also just as individual characters, they were a lot of fun. Their decisions all made sense, even when they were like
Sarah and
annoying.
Nick.
And Sarah, it was Sarah. Okay, Sarah and Nick, yeah, they had great chemistry. You could tell that there was something there between them. They're
Yeah.
both kind of a bit weird.
So
But
this is interesting. Okay, Dalek. So there's 3 Daleks. No,
right,
there is 4. There is 4 Dalek. Oh no, there's an additional Dalek operator.
okay,
So there's 3 Dalek operators. So there are 3 Daleks, and Nicholas
sure,
Brigg provides the voice for the Daleks.
yeah,
Um,
nice.
Other than the Dr. Yaz and Dan,
Down.
there is Sarah and Nick,
Mm-hmm.
Mary, who I presume is Sarah's mum, and Carl,
Yep.
who I think was the guy at the end.
Yes, that is Carl. So who is Carl?
Carl is just a random person, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh no, he's not. I knew I recognized him.
Why?
He's the guy who was in the debut. He was the crane operator.
Oh. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I knew I
just
recognized him.
randomly
Oh.
bragging back. Okay.
Yeah, just why not? But yeah, we finally had proper confirmation that Yaz does have feelings for the Doctor, which was great.
Yeah, that was good. That finally
And,
like progressing that.
and
It was
potentially the other way around?
potentially. Well, yeah. I mean, I suspect it is, but I think we're going to end up with some very sad moments in the next 2 episodes.
We've only got 2 episodes left, so yeah. Oof.
Yeah, no, this... I will... Going back to what I was saying, Daleks always
Sure.
more intimidating when there's fewer of them.
Mhm.
And, you know, 1 to 5 is typically the sweet spot
Yeah.
where there's enough of them that they provide a threat, but not so many of them that it becomes, oh, well, the Doctor's going to just, get around them.
Mhm.
It was nice that the Daleks seemed to, at the very least, be learning
They kept
From
learning and
re-
adapting each time, yeah.
from repeated mistakes.
Mhm.
The Gatling gun, like we say, in universe, potentially lower powered, which means it can't break through metal doors in one shot.
Indeed.
Still very, very funny, and I'm sure there's going to be
Yeah.
a few memes about it, but that doesn't matter. It's a cool concept, and it's
It
fairly
was. It was
quick.
a fun thing. Like,
Yeah.
I've enjoyed how we had the Recon Dalek, then we had, the black shell plastic Dalek
I kind of
thing.
hope it's not
for
like
this
a
one.
gimmick, and we're going to keep on getting them,
I don't think we will. I think it was a one-off, probably.
but not as in like a in sort of like a kill team type of style, because presumably these Daleks are like Dalek special forces.
Something like that, I would say.
Or maybe it's just like an attachment, like they're in close quarter confines.
True.
The rapid fire of a Gatling gun is going to be more useful than the slower but more powerful fire of a normal blaster.
Mhm. Because it did, it did function like a Gatling gun you see in, most kind of video games, whereas the range and the accuracy is horrendous when you get
Yeah.
beyond a few feet, and it also means you can turn much slower.
Yeah,
But if you've got something right in front of you, then it's dead.
yeah, it is dead.
Is what tended to happen.
Um,
So,
but going
yeah.
back to what I'm saying, they felt intimidating, particularly
did,
on that
absolutely.
round where they like straight up teleported in and killed everyone.
Mm,
That like really
Yeah.
unlucky round where they were just like, where they predicted them completely and they'd got round into it. It was
Yeah.
only when they switched up their style. I know that will
Mhm.
be something that people will complain about as well.
Sure.
They'll complain, well, if the Daleks can teleport anywhere in the building, why didn't they just teleport right on top of them and kill them each time until the time loop ended?
Yeah.
And yes, they could do that, but
But it seems
you
like
also
they were trying to
you
adapt to where they expected them to come from.
it
Yeah.
seems like the time loop, the TARDIS was causing the time loop, presumably as a
Mhm.
method to keep the Doctor alive.
Potentially.
Of course, the TARDIS is sentient and it's actively trying to help the Doctor and taking her where she needs to go.
Sure.
So presumably the Daleks had just figured out that that's where those people would be, and then they came in at that time. Whereas all the other times they've either moved quickly enough or done something completely unpredictable that the Daleks couldn't figure out, and then they've had to go hunt them down.
Indeed.
It was quite entertaining to see the Doctor get repeatedly, very upset by the fact that she kept on getting exterminated, and it was interesting to see the Daleks completely shrug off the sonic screwdriver at the start.
They had learned and adapted.
Obviously, the Sonic still created enough of a disruption to their night vision that
Yes.
they can no longer just have their weapons disabled by the sonic screwdriver, which,
Indeed.
thank God, because that really did destroy their menace.
Yeah.
And they did feel intimidating in this. Other than, I think, at the end when they were suddenly Stormtrooper aim.
Yeah. Which, again, I reckon you can explain away by it being a Gatling gun and beyond a few feet.
Yeah,
had
you
famous
probably
pants,
could.
so.
But it was a bit like, I can sort of understand like someone getting like a blast but managing to escape it, but a continuous rattle of guns down a long hallway with Yaz and the Doctor running down it with a heavy thing. Yeah, it was a bit much, but still, I think they maintained that menace right up until the end, other than that scene where it was a bit like, okay, and also the doors, but again, the doors was funny, so I'm going to give it a pass.
Yeah, and it's like in previous episodes with things that have been shooting, they've missed every single time, and it's like
Yes.
multiple times, whereas at least here it was only really that one,
Yeah,
which still made it much better as well.
yeah.
Because there's other episodes in Doctor Who where people are
I
running
mean, I
multiple
suppose
times
the
and everyone's just missing.
Sontarans during the flux
Exactly,
were quite
yeah.
accurate.
They were quite
Um,
accurate until they weren't as well. So
yeah, until they weren't. Well, I mean, I suppose that's just the effect, because again, what people forget whenever they talk about the Stormtrooper effect is you wouldn't have a story if the Stormtrooper effect
exactly.
didn't exist. Yes, Darth Vader's troops are the Elite 501st. Yes, they should be hitting our characters far more than they do on the Death Star and in
Yeah.
in that. But our characters have plot
They do.
armor. But
Solo as well. So
moving
yeah.
on from the ambiguous quality of villains being unable to aim, and
Mhm.
on to something that means a lot more. I think the characters in this were really good.
Yeah.
Something that I think I tried to say, but I maybe didn't get across. One of the things that I loved so much about the earlier eras of the revival was just random characters like coming back, and I suppose we do get Carl in this, which is funny.
Yeah.
But it is only for like a thing, whereas in like certain big crossovers, you had the Doctor and his current companions, previous companions, Captain Jack, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And in general, there's been less of that in Chris Chibnall and the Moffat era.
Yeah.
It's something that I miss, because they create these really good characters, and you want to see more from them, and then they just don't show up. I'm not saying that every single time we meet an interesting character they need to come back. It's just I'd like to see it a bit more.
Sure.
It was, I think, both of our other main characters in this, Sarah and Nick, were spot on, very fun, interesting dialogue, interesting sort of motives.
Yeah.
Sarah not really wanting to be there and getting angry at everything. And
Yeah.
it's very much a vibe, because some people have to work on New Year's Eve and it's not fun. And Nick was just really nice. I really liked Nick's character.
Yeah, he was sweet.
No, and
yeah, it was,
less for the Doctor, Yaz and Dan, other than the stuff with Yaz it relating to the Doctor, but that was important, and I hope it gets more light shone upon it in the next episode, which I believe you said was that's something from Classic Who.
yes.
Which will be interesting to see.
Yeah. Looks we've got Pirate Queen and the Sea Devils, so historical, classic, monster, which are, I think, the two places where Chibnall has shined, so
yeah,
that bodes well. That certainly bodes well.
Also, I'm just going to quickly note, I've finally managed to find the IMDb rating. It's 7.2 out of 10, which is the highest Doctor Who has received in a long while, actually. I'm just going through all of the Flux episodes. Okay,
Sure.
Village of the Angels has a higher score, which is fair enough.
I think that's the best we've had, but this was a very fun episode for New Year's.
War of the Sontarans has a close.
That one was a pretty
score.
close second, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't fully agree with some of the ratings on this. I think the Vanquishers should be a bit higher, but in general, yeah, I think the episodes of the Flux were generally around 6, 7-ish in terms of their things. Enjoyable episodes, nothing special, with the exception of Village of the Angels.
Absolutely.
And I did enjoy the Sontaran War. It was nice and cool. But yeah, no,
Indeed.
this I think is up there with those. So that's another good
Yeah.
episode to this series, which means we've had at least 3
Yeah, like I'd
um,
say,
quality
we've
episodes
had some good stuff, and there's
in
been less
season
lower
13.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
In general,
Um,
the quality has been higher this season.
yes, like as an aggregate, yeah, it's been higher for sure.
Which I suppose, if I look at the whole, if I look on the whole, what would be the whole thing? Legends of the Sea that I'm gonna have. they have a picture of it.
Yep,
Okay,
it looks very classic.
that does look very. I like it. We'll see where that leads. Hopefully that can get that that can keep this up, and we can keep the good thing going. Because if the next one's really good and the Centauri special is very good,
Mm-hmm.
then I think that will be the highest rated Chip Noira series.
I reckon so. And
Which, yeah, that's just really, really good because
mm-hmm.
leaving on a good thing. In fact, oh no, that's just Doctor Who in general. Yeah, that's going to be high.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Who in
Yeah,
general was 8.6 on
8.6.
IMDb.
DB, there you go.
I've said it correctly. Don't worry.
You have.
In general, seems to be better for rating than Rotten Tomato, and
Yeah, I'd
that
say
might
so.
have something to do with the fact that Rotten Tomato has a lot of, for lack of better word, monkeys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just people who are there to fling shit,
Mm-hmm.
and that's their only purpose.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, due to the Geneva Convention, I'm not allowed to airlock them.
No,
It's
you were
most
not.
disappointing.
But yeah, like this was the best episode since what was it,
Village of
7.8
the
you said it was rated as?
Yeah, 7.8, and Village of the Angels was rated at 8.
7.9. 8, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
So
over 8. Village of the Angels.
yeah, before then, Fugitive of the Jadoon was 7.3. Which is the closest we've really had. Rose is
Mhm.
only a 6.9. I disagree with that one. Demons of the Punjab's only 6.4. Disagree with that one. But again,
Excuse me, Demons of Punjab was amazing.
these are much older though, so there's more time for things to
Yeah, I
level out and people
suppose.
to disagree with stuff and things like that.
Demon of Punjab though was unequivocally the best episode of that first season.
I really thought so. But compared to the other Dalek episodes, even, I mean, again, this has only had 652 reviews, with those have had a couple of thousand. So this
Mhm.
might get lower, but this is still the highest special by quite a way. The others are
Yeah,
both around the 5 mark. So
yeah.
yeah, again, I think we're
In
doing better
general,
for sure.
this is good signs for the future. And
Yes.
I will also say, I am enjoying the BBC taking more time for more production value.
Sure. Yeah, I mean
Um,
everything looked great.
and it's what we were saying again with the Flux.
Mm-hmm.
They are doing what Disney, what Hollywood, what Bollywood, other companies are doing around the world for a fraction of the price, and it is looking just as good.
It really is. Yeah. Like
Like
occasionally
that
there's a
is,
little thing where you're like, okay, that's less perfect, but for the most part, it's really pretty.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
and the great advantage of Doctor Who is they can pour a lot of money into one episode, and then they can do what they did in this episode. Because, quite frankly, this requires basically no CGI other than the
True.
skeletons and that. And the skeleton animation, by the way, looked really good.
It did, yeah.
Compared to how because sometimes how it looks a bit stiff, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely updated here.
It looks like it's been updated. But other than that, I mean, this episode required very little special effects, other than like the extermination, the explosion at the end. They could have literally just found an open field and set off fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the great advantage, because I suspect they probably spent quite a bit of money on certain episodes, in particular the final episode of
Yep.
the Flux series, and
Sure.
they've managed to then go ahead and produce an episode which is of the same quality but a lower price because they don't need that
Mhm.
much CGI. Whereas if it was Disney, you would have CGI out the wazoo. They'd build a completely purpose-built set. They probably just went to
Probably.
to a storage. They
Yeah,
probably just went to an old storage thing and was like, "Yeah, can we rent this for a day?"
yeah,
And filmed it all there.
indeed.
Um, and it's just so good to see a series produced by the BBC, which, as much as people like to go, "Oh, the BBC is bad," it is an underdog in the world of entertainment.
Yeah,
Now it's no longer the giant that the BBC was back when it was the only place to get British TV, of the night
yeah.
TV. You've now got easy access to American entertainment, such as Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Netflix. These are all American companies which generally produce shows in America,
Mhm.
and it's just nice to have a equivalent which is able to not only keep up with them but do so at a, quite frankly, cheaper cost.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean, there's
it's certainly true, but
only a few more things to say, really. Music, again, excellent.
yep,
Always has been with Doctor Who.
yep,
We've already mentioned that the special effects look good,
they did.
considering that there wasn't that many in this. The
Yep.
Daleks looked very good.
Mhm.
Um, Once again, back to, I think the Daleks have always been practical props, haven't they?
Yeah, they've always been practical.
Again, it looks like the same basic Dalek, but they've modified it with the Gatling gun, so
Yep.
that probably didn't cost them all that much.
Yeah, slightly updated
Uh,
design, but not too different from the classic.
I
Well,
mean, it's not.
2005 ones.
It is now the classic, the 2005 one. Let's be honest,
Yeah, it's true.
and I don't see them really changing it. I mean, the one time they did try to change it, people didn't receive it very well, did they?
The bright coloured ones that had like
Yeah,
humps on the back that were more like a mix between classic and newer were
yeah,
a bit silly, a
they
little bit
were a bit
silly.
silly. They were fun, and it was nice to see
They
them
were.
intermixed with the classic Daleks. But then
Hmm.
it was just sort of like
I mean,
forgotten about.
again, like the Moffat era had the least menacing Daleks, I would say.
Yes,
They
I'd agree.
definitely
He
felt,
used them too much
yeah, they definitely
and
felt
had
more
too many.
menacing back here. Um,
Although Rusty's stuff was good.
oh yeah, no, like Dalek is. We're coming up to actually reacting with Chris to the first season of Doctor Who 2005
Yes,
very
in fact,
soon, and
I think tomorrow we're doing the last two episodes of
tomorrow we're hopefully
Galactica.
finishing off Galactica. So then after that we'll be starting on yeah
Season
2005
one.
Eccleston Who, and
Oh,
that
I
means we get
actually can't
Dalek,
wait for
which
that. That's gonna be
is
great.
so damn good.
It's
I
been
rewatched
ages
the
since I've seen
first
the first
season.
season.
I
I've
watched it only a
per-
couple months back, and I was surprised at how much I even enjoyed the Celine episodes. So it will be interesting to see.
yeah, it's been like ages since I've like properly
Yeah,
gone through Doctor Who season one, so this is going to be very good.
it'll be fun.
Um,
But that's I think all we've got to say about this one.
yeah, that's. I mean, we've talked to exhaustion.
Hmm.
It's very good, and it's once again showing positive signs for the future.
It
And
is. Yeah.
hopefully, if enough good episodes keep coming out, then it will shut the people who consistently refuse to, you know, change their views up.
Yeah,
One can hope.
it's obviously it's not been perfect, but there's been enough good stuff going on. It's definitely been trending in the right direction. So
Yeah,
Sea
that's
Devils
all it takes.
history got a good feeling for that one, and then we've got the centenary special.
Which will be, yeah. I'm almost wondering if Sea Devils is going to be a similar type of deal, and then the
Hmm.
centenary is going to be like insanely long.
Either it'd have to be a two-parter maybe, or like because okay, well let me just try and
I'm
search
just
this up.
considering the idea that maybe it might be, um, that might be like an almost a full movie type thing.
Okay, yeah, so the 2022 specials of the British science fiction program Doctor Who are 3 additional episodes that follow the program's 13th series and were first, okay, blah, blah, blah. The first episode aired 1st of January, with the additional specials airing later this year, featuring so blah, 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 blah. Uh, so, Evil of the Daleks, Legend of the Sea Devils, and then to be confirmed in episode story 300 as
Mhm.
well. It is the third one.
Yes, that's why it's the centennial celebration.
Yeah. Well, it's also the centenary of the
Yeah,
BBC, I think, as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
So it's two
that
things at
too.
once.
Good old Babasa.
And yeah, this is the first time Sea Devils are going to appear since 1984.
That's
Pretty mad.
that is pretty mad.
But yeah, where's the bit I was looking for?
This is another thing. People, the first
you just
season
keep speaking while I try and
of
find the things I'm
this
looking for.
of the Chibnall era, it was all like new creatures. There are still creatures from Classic Who which haven't been revisited.
Yeah, it's true.
Why? I mean, this is the thing. Like, I love seeing the classic enemies back because it's fun. It's always great when you have like a Cyberman episode or a Dalek episode. And contrary to what a lot of people tend to say, where it's like, well, we've done everything with Cyberman, we've done everything with Daleks. No, we haven't, and this episode proves. I mean, a Dalek kill team going through a building in a time loop trying to kill the Doctor. I don't think anything's been done about that.
No.
So if you're creative, you can come up with episodes that advance interference. But just imagine the possibilities with some of these enemies, bad guys, various species that haven't made it back into New Who.
Yeah.
That's I almost sometimes think that series might have been a bit better handled if they'd just taken some stuff from old Who instead of making up completely new things.
Yeah.
Because again, that series was very hit and miss. Some of them hit quite good. Looking at you, Demons of Punjab, no matter what the reviews say. And others were less than good.
So yeah, at the very least, the Centenary Special is feature length. So imagine that might be 2 hours, maybe a bit more potentially.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, maybe the Sea Devils one will be an hour. Again, maybe it'll be an hour and a half. Because it's supposed to be similar length to how long Flux was, which is about like 5 or so hours. 5 and a half. So this was only an hour, so we still got quite a bit more content. And then I'm sure by the time maybe by the time Sea Devils comes out, if not by the time that next one, we'll definitely know who the next Doctor is, so be sure me and Tom will talk about that at some point.
Oh boy, yes, we will.
But yeah, any final thoughts?
I want a Dalek Kill Squad and Kill Squad for Warhammer 40k.
Well, you heard that here first, guys. So thank you for listening. Have a great year, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Cabincast. For more episodes, go to www.cabincast.podbean.com or use the Podbean app. You can now also find us on iTunes and Pocket Casts under Cabincast and on YouTube. The uploads here are quite behind. Finally, you can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Cabincast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.